Members, any questions for Mr. Kramer?
Madam Chair.
Please.
Thank you. Mr. Kramer, thank you very much for testifying. My daughter, she's not in assisted living, but she's in a wheelchair. She has 11 different special needs. And due to a wound she had, we used a hyperbaric oxygen, HBOT, for, I want to say 6 months. We went regularly, and that was actually able to close her wound where nothing else we had tried was. And it sounds like from what you described, what we used was the exact same kind of scenario. It wasn't a chamber filled with oxygen. It had effectively an oxygen mask of sorts. You would wear, or she would wear, I'd have to sit in there with her because an adult had to be with her. And she would breathe in the oxygen. It was the high pressure around her and then breathing in the oxygen that changed what it would do inside your blood. Is that accurate?
Madam Chair, Representative Kupper, that's exactly accurate. Think of it as scuba diving without water around you, okay? When you go scuba diving and you're underwater and you feel pressure around you, you actually breathe in more air to inflate your lungs to keep them at the same expansion than if you were on sea level. Okay, these oxygen chambers that we're talking about, if you think of scuba diving or you think of swimming and diving down deep, we're talking about going down 15 feet max underwater, so the bottom of a deep pool. You're not talking oil rig welding or anything like that, you know, massive decompression chambers. We're talking very simple things, but even that increase in pressure is shown to have great benefits, especially for wound care. That's a great one. There's a great story out there of a kid who drowned in a pool, and they put him in hyperbaric, and the doctors had written him off and said he had severe brain damage, and the hyperbaric actually brought him back completely to a regular functioning kid again.
Madam Chair.
Please.
Thank you. And just to be clear as well, for anyone who doesn't know, obviously since it's oxygen and just high pressure, right? This is natural. This is not some chemical compound. This isn't some drug that we get addicted to or anything, correct?
Madam Chair, Representative Kupper, it's physics. It's air and it's pressure, okay? It's Henry's law, they call it, with partial pressures and everything. I don't want to give a science dissertation here, but there's no extra chemicals, there's no medication, and there's no dollar amount associated with this bill. These chambers would all be funded by assisted living facilities.
Thank you.